Dude, I love that though when they're doing the
That's-
the school rules. I'm like, that's fucking adorable.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
every single
that's
time.
really good. That was perfect. I would listen to that
Hey,
every time, but then I'd
Ollie,
skip the intro.
shut up.
But Noonie, I had to
can't
do
talk.
the intro.
We can't talk about the podcast until the podcast starts.
Well, let's start the podcast. I'm ready to talk about this anime, Noonie.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Magical Bro Transformation Podcast. I'm your magical brostess with the mostest Noonie, joined by my magical bros across Discord and beyond. Joining me today are Mike. How's it going?
Hello.
Did you get the little horse out of your throat?
Yes. I drowned myself in medication and I came out okay.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Joining me also is another regular Mondos.
Hey, how's it going?
His roommate Juan. Shut up, Mike.
Hello. Oh,
Hi, Juan. Juan will acknowledge me.
hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
You know what? Fuck you.
Hey,
I'm not even going to
where's my
introduce you.
introduction?
And a new guy
Not
is joining us
fucking
today.
Nudie, I am Mark.
And somebody new is joining us today. He was actually in episode, what was it, 2? Yeah, episode 2.
In the background.
He was just not a part of the podcast, just sitting down listening. His name is Danny. You can unmute your mic now, Danny.
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
Yeah. Now
Look
you're a
what you
part of
did.
something.
I'm a part of something beautiful here.
Well, first he has to get the Magical Bros logo branded on his left, but
oh,
then
His
he'll
left
be
testicle.
God.
both.
Yeah. It's the best place to get it.
Simultaneously.
Trust me, you don't want to get it on the right, then everybody's going to see and they're going to laugh at you because that's where gay people get it.
Oh, okay.
Not that there's anything
Excuse
wrong
me.
with
Not that there's anything wrong with gay people.
I'm just saying.
but we just don't want people making those assumptions of me.
Yeah, that's why I accidentally got half of it printed on my right. Then, before I finished it, I told him, you know what, I need this branded on my left. Just because the news just got relayed to me. Anyway,
I see.
today we are discussing and rating and talking shit about, maybe, I'm not too sure, Seitokai Yakuindomo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. An anime that
SYD.
I finally
Seitokai-
figured out. Seitokai Yakuindomo.
Yakuindomo.
Seitokai Yakuindomo.
It
An
means
anime-
student council staff members.
Is that what it means?
Lies.
Yeah, that's-
Apparently.
Seitokai?
Such a literal
Let's
translation.
see what
Not
the
what
wiki
Noonie told
says.
Sounds like something Crunchyroll would name their fucking dubbed anime.
You mean like erased?
Apparently, it's Japanese, and that's what it means, according to this.
Or
statement.
my favorite one, which was My Teenage Rom-Com Snafu.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Ooh, such an original name.
Well, I mean, the title was pretty meta too.
It's like it described exactly what the anime was.
Yes.
Also,
we
I haven't
hint-
seen it.
Can we hence refer to it as SYD?
Sure, we'll
They-
refer,
they refer
we'll refer
like
to it
that.
as
Sure, if you're a
everybody
lazy
else,
fuck.
or we could just refer to it as the anime.
The
Uh,
anime, the
that
specific
makes
anime.
This specific anime. Yeah.
What's that? We're talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Yeah.
DBZ.
I've actually been watching Super, and it's okay. I just can't get over Goku's voice.
Yeah,
Me
Yeah,
and Juan
lady
came
again.
across.
Two
I'll wait for
experts
that
earlier at
to
Walmart.
get dubbed.
Yeah, I was about to invite him to the podcast.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah,
Come
there was like one of the workers there was asking like one of the other workers if he watched Dragon Ball Z, and they kind of just started talking about it, and then some random customer just came by and he was like, "You're totally right, dude," and just joined in the conversation. And holy shit, it was
Bringing
Then-
people
pretty bad.
together.
Then Juan comes tipping his fedora. It's like, I hear you guys are into anime. New podcast I'm starting up. I don't know if you guys want to voice your opinion on it.
Started
Slowly
handing out some
approach them.
stickers.
Slowly approach him wearing his cargo shorts, his sneakers, and trench coat.
I just wanted to get my granola bars.
you're so edgy, Juan.
Like, would you weaves just get out of the way? Oh.
So anyway, about the student council, blah blah blah, that Mondo said. So as I've explained in previous podcasts, but I feel like I should probably reiterate it in each podcast. There's just an anime that we picked randomly for this podcast that we do every 2 weeks.
Yes.
We split up the list in 2 parts. One part is what I and some other people consider something more mainstream or something that was a bit more popular. And the other half of the list is something a bit more obscure, not as well known, in
Is this
my
the
opinion.
obscure one?
This is the obscure one.
For those of higher taste.
For those higher taste.
Those of
I
higher
wouldn't put it
caliber.
out. I wouldn't
So-
go out on a limb and say that, but I mean, if you want to-
The highest
Whoa.
taste.
Shots fired.
After watching this anime, I was like, so this is where like half the memes I saved came from.
Yeah.
So
No, man.
I'm assuming you're talking about the like blatantly lewd comments that just appeared throughout the entire show.
Dude.
Yeah.
no, mostly I have consider the following one with the girl
Yeah.
like with her arms open like that.
Previously, I'd seen like that video of where she's speaking in English to that
Oh yeah.
foreigner. Yeah, and she just starts cursing him out towards like the end of the like I had wondered where that came from, but I had never picked it up.
And also S&M Bear.
SNF.
Oh,
The
yeah.
mascot of the anime, obviously.
That was
That was amazing.
Obviously.
that was
Adorable.
I thought it was a regular I actually thought it was going to be something else. When they were taking their time to pull it out of the gift box, I had assumed that
It was
at
like
the bottom it was going to have a dildo strapped to it. That's what I thought. And then
Iron
I
It
saw
might
the
as
ball
well
choker, and I was like, well, you got me.
You got me there. You got me there, anime. So
Yeah, and
yes.
I was gonna say there's a lot, apart from the lewd jokes, there's a lot of vibrator jokes.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of vibrators.
There's a lot of vibrators.
And a lot
There
of
is a lot of
vibrators.
There's a lot
vibrators.
of pussy jokes and a lot of boob jokes and a lot of dick jokes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is this
essentially,
made by a
it's-
woman?
it's like- No, I went ahead and did that research for you. It's made by a guy.
Thank you, Noonie.
Are we going to
You're-
do that
you're
every time? Like, we see
Uh,
this show? It's
No,
like,
I
was
did
this
that.
made
I
by
did
a
that
man
for
or
this
a woman?
specific one because I was like, well, I did it in the span of the first 3 episodes because at first I was like, you know what? I wonder if like women have this humor in Japan as well. And
Well, I
then-
mean, I've met plenty of women that have this sort of thing.
But
where
yeah,
they
they
can
can,
tend to
though.
be a lot more vulgar, and it makes me
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And I'm like, whoa, calm down there.
I don't want you to be like Noonie. I want you to
Yeah.
be pretty.
yeah, I
But then,
feel
like a little bit afterwards, I realized this is obviously made by a man. Like the more I watched,
yeah, I feel
It's-
about like. Oh, go ahead, one.
No, go ahead.
Okay,
No,
well-
go ahead, Mark.
No, go ahead, Mark.
Guys.
Yeah,
So-
Mark, go ahead.
I got nothing.
Motherfucker.
Mark.
Okay, I guess I'll go over it. I feel like, mainly the point of this anime was like they were using that kind of humor because it's not really expressed often in anime, like girls like talking about their fucking tampons and their periods and shit like that, and they're using it as humor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
was like
I
the
guess I
whole
could see that.
point.
I
Yeah.
think like one of the
I
bigger
love it.
issues with the show though was that like on top of that, like that was understandable. The humor was like, it translated well into English, but there was a lot of other ones where they would make like references to this or that,
Yeah,
or
like the
like
little,
or like
little
the
notes on top had
wordplays.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Mhm.
wordplay in general, like that didn't translate over. So I would be kind of lost on it. Or sometimes I'd have to pick up on the context clues, and like when I would actually put it together, I'd be like, "Well, I don't find that funny."
Yeah,
There's so much-
I'm glad that
Bondage,
the
you say? I see.
I'm glad that the anime that I was watching it had sort of like author notes. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
on the
where
Kind
where
of
they're
ex-
like
things that were
Yeah.
obvious.
yeah,
This
so it's
means
like oh,
this.
this is a play on word on this and this word means this, but if someone mishears it, it means this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
so-
that too. So I kind of got a little bit more
Constantly
impressed.
pausing throughout just to make sure you can
Basically.
catch on.
Yeah, I was like, oh, haha.
I
I
gave
get
up.
it. Thanks, show.
I mean, like I've seen, there's been plenty of shows where like they have the
Where
same
they have,
issue
like, the
and
little
such.
notes.
They
Yeah,
gotta
well, no, not just
explain
that.
why
Like
it's
where
funny.
they just have like Japanese wordplay and stuff like that. But this one seemed more like
It had it throughout.
So
obscure.
much
Yeah, it had it
innuendo,
throughout.
dude.
Yeah.
Well,
It was like a constant flow of things. Like Monogatari, the series itself, it has a lot of references to that, but they're a lot easier to understand. I guess because they use visual clues for it too.
Mm.
yeah. From what I've been told, a lot of Japanese humor relies a lot on wordplay, as far as like in like general comedy and whatnot. As far as anime, I don't think it's as prevalent. But I feel like I'm a bit used to it, especially because I listen to a lot of Spanish, like stand-up and stuff like that. And
Oh, yeah.
like everything in Spanish is just nothing but wordplay
Wordplay.
and puns.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like when you hear like the comedy hours and stuff, they use a lot of the
Yeah.
wordplays. Yeah, that's
So
true.
whenever it was described to me like that, I was like, "Oh, I guess it's exactly like this."
Yeah.
I get it.
It's funny that a lot of comedies uh outside of English, like more of the romance, like Spanish, Italian, and all those, they have a lot of word plays and they sort of play well with anime.
It's a lot. I think it works a lot better in those languages than it does in English. Because
Yeah.
in English, it
Us-
just seems fucking lame and
us
uncreative.
Americans-
Well, you're making a pun basically, and puns
Yeah.
are
Rely on the poop jokes.
I
Yeah.
like
Lots
them.
of poop jokes.
Lots of poop jokes.
Yeah.
Lots of poop jokes, masturbation, and all
Everything.
that stuff.
So
It's
this-
universal.
I
It
think
is-
the only
it
one
is
that really
universal.
got me, I think the only one of those types of jokes that genuinely got me was towards the end where they had the Valentine's thing and they were giving out cookies to each other.
Mhm.
And the secretary gives it to the MC, and he opens up the cookie, and it's filled with white chocolate. And she's like, "I call them cum cookies."
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great.
Mako, mako.
Oh man.
Uh,
Go ahead.
So- no, I'll just be quiet.
All right,
the
Mondo, you have the
synopsis-
floor.
The synopsis of this anime, I'm not gonna read the actual synopsis, but it's basically there was an all-girl school at one point, and it happens to be nearby this guy's house, so he decides to apply to it because he's lazy and it's nearby. And shenanigans ensue when he realizes that he has to be a part of the student council for reasons that happen in the first few minutes. And even more shenanigans ensue when he realizes that two of the people there are extremely vulgar and lewd with their comedy. And one of them is short.
Very
And
short.
it's reiterated through the
She was
whole
my
anime.
favorite character, though.
She
I
was
like
my
her.
favorite too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she
Oh.
wasn't. Yeah, because she wasn't vulgar. I don't want to say as vulgar, but she wasn't vulgar, and
Well, I
the
mean, she was more the straight man to
Yeah.
their group before he was there.
yeah,
Basically.
He just
that-
ruined the balance.
yeah, and that's what I kind of liked about her. She
Well, no, I
wasn't-
mean, she had her share. Her issue was that she had
She's
a lot
just
of
short.
problems. Yeah, she was short, and she had like a complex about it.
yeah,
And him, he was just straight up normal for the most part, besides
Yeah.
being a masochist.
I really like how
He didn't
she
want to
doing,
admit
like,
to
the
it.
whole fourth wall thing where she was just like, "Oh, this stupid camera angle is ruining everything." Just kept pointing that out.
I love how like it just kept pointing out where she was at certain
Yeah,
angles.
like,
Like,
yeah,
there
or like
she
the- or
is
you
right
just
there.
wouldn't- Or the camera would just show the very top of her head while they were walking, and it was like a consistent thing.
yeah.
At
That
first,
was-
I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much as I did, but as it kept going on, I was like, all right, I dig this. I like her. That's cool.
I enjoyed it. Another character that I really liked was the girl that was in charge of the
SM bear?
The
newspaper club.
photographer.
Oh,
The
photographer.
photographer, yeah. she was
Oh my
amazing.
god, dude.
I like that voice a lot.
I did too.
Yeah.
It's so familiar too. I can't
Yes,
put
I
my
like
finger
that
on it.
voice a
It
lot.
reminds me of an old lady and a
It's
young.
just-
I can't
another
put my
anime.
finger.
Dude,
Yeah, she
it's
was
the
in another
same-
one.
It's the same voice actor as fucking Kuroko, dude, from fucking Index.
That's right.
Wait,
that's
who
her.
from where?
And that makes sense now that I
Index.
think
She's in
about
a
it.
lot of different animes, but it's just that with that one, she was like talking with like a much duller, like
That's
monster.
probably what kept me from figuring it out. But and on that subject, the girl that was in charge of the judo club.
I love
What,
her
what
voice
show?
so
What has she been
much.
from? What is she? I
have
loved
no
her voice.
idea, but
I
wanna
know I've
fuck
heard
her
it before.
voice.
I
Wait,
know I've
her.
heard it before.
She's the one I loved her voice.
I don't
I
like-
loved her voice.
I know,
don't
I
like
liked
the
it too. I
character
just
that much, but I fucking love the voice.
I
It was a
can't
great
tell you.
voice. I love how like it was like almost cracking sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it cracked a lot.
I can't tell you. I don't have that. I'm gonna draw a blank on that one. I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
I'm
I
trying
wanna
to.
hear
I,
you
I
make
could
the voice.
I actually have the tab here opened up. It's just not like for some reason I'm having problems on my browser. and
Someone
it's
pull
just
up
not
her
loading
voice.
anything up. Yeah, just pull up a sound clip of her voice and play it over everything.
Fuck if whatever her name is. What's the name of this anime?
I don't even remember.
Oh my God.
Yakuindomo.
Are we gonna spend this whole time fucking looking it up
What's
now?
what's the name of her voice? I mean, of her the character.
Chiaki Omigawa. Like I said, I have this page open. I'm just having trouble with my browser.
Yeah, it's cool. I
No,
like
it's
how a lot of the jokes were just like, or like scenes were like really fast, like a little scene, and then it was just like cut to another.
Yeah, it
scene.
was just like a
like
sketch
fast
comedy
pace.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's just that's how the fucking manga was adapted.
Yeah.
What wasn't? I thought the manga was like a 4 coma or something.
It is
Yeah.
a 4 I think.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
think it started out that way.
Yeah, because that's what I had gathered from it, that it was a 4 coma.
Mm-hmm.
just waiting for that voice.
I'm trying to find one, but apparently she's not popular enough.
No.
My God, but her voice was so great.
She voiced Maka in Soul Eater.
There you go. That's why. I knew I'd heard that voice
This-
before.
Is
this
she in
definitely is
anything
not
that's?
her.
Is there?
Pico.
Is she in anything else that's popular?
Araka Under the Bridge, Pico.
Probably.
I never
I
watched
didn't
that.
watch
Oh, I love that Akko.
But I do know from
like I
Soul
saw
Eater,
that.
though. I really liked Maka, so there you go. That's where I heard the voice. Good voice.
You
Does
like
she-
Mako.
Does she have a cracking voice in every anime, or is it just on this one?
No, in Soul Eater, she didn't have that bad of, or not like that prevalent of a like cracking voice.
That beautiful of a voice.
That beautiful of a, her voice
was
wasn't
just so
as
awkward.
perfect.
It was
Yeah.
awkward, and
How do you
that's
spell
what I
Pico,
liked. About it.
Danny?
Boku.
Chico de Pico.
No,
Pico de
P
Chico?
it's P dash.
Boku no Pico?
Yeah. Insert Pico jokes here.
Nazuna and Hidamari sketch. I didn't watch that though.
What do you guys
Oh,
think?
Pico was the stupid gardening chick, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Pico.
I think so.
The girl with the red hair.
The one that would, yeah.
I
All right,
don't know.
Nuni,
Who,
so,
I don't
so
know
what
who
were you
she
saying,
is.
Nuni?
So I know this is skipping ahead a decent amount, but the thing that I didn't like the most from this anime was the last episode, because I liked the recap episode like that they did, because they played it as though it was going to be a recap episode, and they were like, wait, what the fuck is this? Stop it.
Yeah.
And then it was just a regular episode, and I was like, yes, I was about to skip this entirely.
Then they got you.
entirely.
They
Then
got you,
me.
man. Yeah, when I started
God.
seeing it, I was like, oh, here we go with the fucking recap. Why would they do this?
Yeah, I did that for Kyodan Kazuko Nikki. I just completely skipped the recap episode. I was like, man, fuck.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, like loading up, I was like, "This is a recap episode. Well, it's time
I
to close the
skipped
tab."
through most of that.
It was just such a not good show.
And then the last episode was essentially a recap episode where they do the thing where they, mess with some of the details and change it and whatnot. And I guess it was a decent concept, but I didn't like it. I was just angry at the end of it, and I was like, "This is how you end it."
Yeah.
I enjoyed your show up to this point, and this is what you do to me. You tease me, and then you just leave me hanging.
Yeah, the ending was trying to be a little bit more self-aware, and it just threw the themes off, I guess, or how they were playing the jokes and all that, and then it was trying to be self-aware.
Like they did that throughout the show. It's just
Yeah,
like, they
yeah,
were
but
subtle, but they had a certain subtlety to it. And then
Yeah,
at the
and
end, they just threw it at you. They're like, "Haha,
Yeah.
we're an anime, guys." Like when they're like, "Oh, it feels like," I forgot how the exact line was, but they were talking about the actual president had said, "Oh, it feels like this entire year is just passed in the span of just a couple of months." So like, yeah, I'd say 13 episodes worth if this was an anime. And I was like,
Yeah,
"Come
they
on,
did say
I was
that.
like, come on, don't do that."
Yeah.
They just look at the camera.
Just
Whatever.
Just
I
stare.
mean, it may as well. I was like,
Pull
no,
a Steven.
Weeb.
Oh my god. Speaking of skipping around, I skipped that intro a lot.
I
Yeah,
I enjoyed the intro. Fuck you guys. I like stupid shit.
I mean, I like the whole stuff having in the background. It's just I've never been a fan.
The
of, like,
animation
the
for
cast
the opening-
singing.
The animation for the opening was nice. I like seeing like the quick flashes and stuff like that. It was good looking. I
was
didn't like
pretty.
the actual song.
Yeah,
The ending had a good song though.
Yeah, the ending
ending
did.
had a
I
good
had,
song.
dude, who the fuck was that at the ending? Like, was it just a random
who the
character?
girl was? I have no idea. I wanted to believe that it was like who was it? The secretary or whatever she is. You know,
I
big
had
tits.
assumed the whole time it was the secretary.
Yeah, big tits.
Yeah, we'll
or
call her
whatever
Big
she
Tits.
is.
Big tits.
Yeah,
Oh, Aria.
big tits,
Aria,
pretty girl,
yeah.
and short girl.
Short girl.
Short. I
It's
mean,
Hagimura.
short girl.
Short
Yes.
girl, yeah, but we'll just call the other one President, right? I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Generic.
Frizz.
I'll
Yeah.
call her generic. So, what do you guys think of the like subtle underlying romance between generic and vice president?
Too subtle.
What?
I mean,
I-
there
I
was like
there was
there
also
was-
with the judo.
there was a
Not
club.
subtle
rom-coming,
romance between the main character and like almost all of the
Everybody.
main female leads.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was more prevalent with the generic girl than anybody
Honestly,
else.
in my opinion, I felt it was reaching further,
For
or it was
judo?
putting closer like the main character and Hagimura, the short girl.
short girl.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
felt
it
like
to
it
be
was
the
it was
short girl.
pushing Suda and Hagimura closer more than you think the vice president or the president and secretary were.
But
At least
he
in my
gave her
opinion.
her cum cookies, Mike.
Oh,
With
that's
real
true.
cum. Trust me, I read the dojin.
What are you talking about? There wasn't that many, Noonie. Don't even lie.
I didn't even look any up.
There was like 6, and they were very badly drawn. And I was
I'm
like, this
sure
did not
they
come out that late. I was like, what happened? There was potential here. No.
There was
Apparently, the
potential-
series is based off of manga, though, right?
Like essentially what is a comic strip.
Oh, is it a comic
I'd-
strip?
It was a comic strip.
It's basically a comic strip, but I'm not too sure if it like
What?
turned
There's like
into a manga.
there's 9 volumes
Qualifies
of it.
as a manga.
Yeah. There's also like volumes of, Garfield and shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's gonna
Yeah,
come out.
Garfield's a great manga.
It is a, it's
I
a
read
four
that
Read that
panel
shit
comic
from right
strip.
to left.
I
Wait,
like
it's
the
also
alternate
that.
universe where Garfield is a real cat.
It was a 4 coma.
It was a 4 coma.
Yeah. That's what it's called.
Necrofield.
There's nothing wrong with those though.
No,
No, of course not. I mean, 4 comas
a
is
lot of time
how
they get the job done.
one of my favorite shows came out. Daily Lives of High School Boy.
Oh, man.
We all know how much Mike loves High School Boys.
I do.
Nah, that was a good show though.
But then Toho had to go and ruin it. Moving on though.
Moving on though.
Let's move on from that subject.
Sponsor.
Toho Animation, best animation.
What?
I
Isn't
meant
it
Toho
Tohei?
as in the Two Who's, the damn fucking clown shoe, big hat wearing fuck faces.
Are we gonna get into this?
No, I don't want
Okay.
to.
I'd like
Okay.
to get into this.
Yeah, let's. Dude, please no.
Wait, okay.
Don't,
Uh,
don't open
so-
Pandora's box.
so about those 13 rules of Toho. Um,
I want to
I'm
know
so- I'm
what you
sorry.
guys talking about.
Nothing. I'm
No,
not talking about anything.
nothing.
Nothing at all, Mark. Shit. Did you guys go out of your way to watch any of the OVAs? I know I basically told you guys not to, unless you wanted to. But did anybody actually want to?
But
I
you told me not
actually
to.
didn't get around to it because, like, I remember you had kind of you basically said, nah, avoid it. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'd be down to watch the next season though. Like, if this was in the relay,
Yeah,
I'd
I
watch
think-
the second season.
I think I already had put it on the list. I already like as soon as it was drawn, I think I replaced it. I think it was number 22 or something. Whatever. It's.
Okay.
I'll assume it's replaced.
I don't have the OVs. Fuck, I should have just looked it up. It's because
Did
I
you
have
download
the.
it?
Yeah, I had it downloaded, and I don't have the.
Whoa,
OV
guys,
on
we
me.
don't support piracy here.
No, he paid for that torrent.
Yes,
He
obviously.
was a fucking he was a
paid
fucking
somebody.
chump.
Listen, I am
I tried my
I am a
hardest to-
red-blooded American who subscribes to both Crunchyroll and
I am.
Funimation.
I mean, I'm subscribed to Crunchyroll, but
I'm subscribed to Crunchyroll and Funimation.
I
you
use
guys are mooching
somebody's
off of it.
Crunchyroll.
I mean, I don't like the Funimation layout, but
I don't. I tried looking into a bunch of other like streaming sites to see if I could get more variety, but there's not much that goes past like Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Wait, so
Yes.
what was the deal with like the collaboration between Funimation and Crunchyroll or something like that?
Basically,
That
you
was
get
for that.
dubs
Oh,
Wait, dubs of what?
of certain shows, and certain Funimation properties show up on Crunchyroll.
oh, okay,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Only dubs?
No.
One
Subtitles.
day I will grow the balls to actually apply to that Funimation thing that they have at San Japan.
Why don't you?
And then you could wait in the 3-hour line.
Oh wait, yeah, that's actually the main reason why I don't do it, because I don't want to stand in line for 3 hours.
Hey guys, what
Oh.
are you guys gonna do Sunday? Oh, we're just gonna have a final look around, get some deals. What are you gonna do, Mike? Oh, I'm gonna wake up at 8 in the morning and be the first one in line.
To compete against a bunch of other people trying to become the next Kirito.
No,
Hey. Look, this
11
guy
Kiritos.
dressed as Kirito should obviously get it. So should this other
Bought
one.
my own costume. Come on.
Yeah, I got it from Amazon from this guy, Weebfest 2016.
I think people's biggest misconception about dubbing in anime though is that like they always say, oh well, they're mispronouncing things wrong. They're like, oh well, they're not saying it right. They don't know what they're doing. I could do it better. But the issue is that you have to time your words along with the mouth
the mouth
movements
flaps.
of the actual anime airing. So like it's more difficult than it appears
Yeah.
because you have to fill like time.
Plus,
Or
you have to give it
shorten
an
it.
emotion.
You also have to give it an emotion,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mike
yes.
barely has any.
A certain group of people cannot emote correctly.
Dude, you know who else I forgot about? The fucking teacher.
Oh yeah,
Everyone forgot about the
Uh,
teacher.
pervert teacher.
The perverted
You mean the
teacher.
one that was having sex with younger students?
Basically.
It wasn't even like jokingly. She was doing
Yeah.
it.
Just
Yeah.
blatantly saying it.
She was blatantly
She's
saying that
jeopardizing
she was
her
doing it.
job by doing it, and she's proud of it.
Yep. I mean, she was constantly talking about wanting to have sex with her sister's like 7-year-old son.
No,
He's-
jeez.
What do you mean later? He's at the perfect.
He's
age.
at the perfect age.
God.
But yeah,
I-
I remember at one point when they were searching for the missing melon bun. She was like, "Oh, I ate it," and she gives her the yen. And she's like, "Yeah, I needed to wipe out the like." She's like, "Sometimes you need to eat something sweet to wipe out the taste of something spicy." And they're like, "Well, what did you eat?" And she goes something like, "Oh no, I didn't eat anything spicy." She's like, "I just had something rather bitter earlier." And then accused of her talking up. But she essentially blew some student.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Best teacher.
Best teacher.
It's a shame. She's
I was
not in
curious
any
of her
JoJo's.
voice, dude. The only thing I recognize from her is she voiced the trap in Steins Gate.
She
I
what?
honestly can't remember her voice, and I just recapped the episode like a few hours ago.
I can't either, but I can tell you that I think the bangs that are like crossing in front of her face look awesome, but I feel it look fucking retarded in real life.
Oh yes. Most
Like
hairstyles in anime do look retarded in real
It's
life.
so fucking stupid.
Most things in anime.
But her
I mean-
voice actress is fucking adorable.
Yeah,
Very,
it was pretty
very-
good.
Yeah, she looks very, very to my taste.
To
Yeah,
your
it's
My
taste.
taste.
It's a new
Nuni,
taste.
Nuni would hit that.
Anyway, I thought it was funny that they did some loli jokes with that one girl, with Suzu.
Like how she didn't want to hold his hand, or like, other...
Whenever the photographer was taking pictures of people on
Oh.
the beach and stuff, and she was like, people have problems with me taking pictures of girls like you, so I can't take pictures of you.
I remember that.
And even when they're in the bathhouse, they're like showing everyone, taking a scrubbing.
Yeah, like the
Taking a
camera
photo.
didn't.
Yeah.
She pointed out that the camera didn't show her, and they were like, "Yeah, we can't show you because then we'll get in trouble."
Well, the same thing happened when they were at the pool too. She was taking pictures. The photographer was taking pictures of the student council, like everybody. And she's like, "Well, are you going to take any pictures of me?" And she's like, "Well, lately the media is kind of squeezing down on things like that, so we're going to have to keep you out of it."
Oh, that's great.
I'd love the photographer though. Like when they were on the senior trip, and it was like one of the teachers. I'm assuming they didn't really say what character it was. Was asking like whose like things were missing. At first,
yeah,
it was
whose
like
Oh,
bra,
shoes?
and then panties, and then the last thing
Like,
was like an
all that
enormous
fucking-
set of like audio visual equipment.
She sniped her from across the fucking land.
Oh yeah, dude. When
With
they
the
were
camera.
when they were like at that fucking spa or something like that, because the fucking teacher got drunk and shit, and she's like
Yeah.
there and she fucking snipes the shit out of him, dude. That's great. That was awesome.
What do you guys think of the comedy as a whole? Like, what do you think of nothing but lewd jokes essentially in your?
Well,
I think it
Yeah.
was kind of hit and miss for me, honestly.
Honestly, it had like a lot less impact after I'd seen like this that other show. Forgot what the fuck it was called. It was the
Not
one with the guy that wears the.
SOX.
Yes, it was SOX.
Yeah,
yes.
you're talking
yes.
about.
yes.
What the fuck is it called?
I don't remember. It's
Shino Meta something.
Shimoneta.
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 Yeah, that. I don't know. I just feel like this was like a step right below it,
I
and
was
that
kinda
that
thinking
other one
of
was
that
a step
anime, too.
above it.
Yeah, as
You
I
know,
watched
so
it.
like it had a lot less impact on me. Like I wasn't laughing as hard.
I'll give you a
Why
lot
would
less impact.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
A lot
I
less.
think just the fact because it was so prevalent throughout the entire show that it got old pretty fast. But it definitely did have its moments. I don't know. There was a lot of scenes where I was like, oh yeah, this is actually really funny. But throughout most of the time, it was just like, oh look, they're making another fucking vibrator joke or something like that.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
love
like
those.
the first two episodes, I was laughing, and then eventually I was just like, okay, there's another joke. Okay, it
One's
just kept
innocent
going.
little ears couldn't take
Well,
it.
Well, no, it's even then, and like in other animes, I just don't gravitate towards those kinds of jokes because they just get annoying if they do it constantly.
It kind
I
of
like them in real life from Friends.
to me it felt
Even
like
then, like, I get
that
annoyed.
one to me it felt like that one weird kid in school that was always like talking about like stupid ass like dirty jokes or something like that. He was always like rambling on about tits or something, but
Why are
he
you talking
Pink, one
about
in
me
the
like that,
stink.
Mondo?
yeah. No, but you know what I mean though, right?
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
just like
Literally what Mark said.
Yeah,
like
basically.
literally what Mark said. That one fucking guy, fucking two in the pink, one in the
Am I
stick.
right,
Oh,
guys?
you-
Every
oh,
weekend.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a hard time like actually finishing it, or did you just kind of blow through it pretty easily?
I actually blew through it pretty quickly. Initially, I was like, I don't know if I kind of want to, like after the first episode, but as I continued, it got easier and easier to finish.
Yeah, I just plowed through that.
Yeah,
'cause
I
was
powered
like,
through it.
I was like, I just want to finish this.
I like
Date this one said.
Alright.
watched it like once a day, maybe, like throughout the last week or so.
I
Yeah.
was just really trying to watch it like throughout this past week, but for some reason I kept falling asleep, and it might be due because like I've been hopped up on drugs for the last week or so. But
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I had
a
to kind
penis
of
in your
like
throat also.
yes, I had to kind of like watch it all like between last night and today in the morning. So
And also, he's been watching other animes and movies.
What a slut!
M&A's.
no, wait, you
Watching
you made me
another
go-
anime.
What
I
other
mean-
podcast?
What other podcasts?
What other podcast?
Another
nothing.
podcast.
Let's conclude the super dude. Oh fuck, that's the wrong one.
Oh, no. Oh my god. No, I don't know. I was like really busy with work these past few weeks, so yeah, I was trying to like watch it at a certain pace. There was times though where I was like, "Oh yeah, that's great. Let's keep watching it," but that was like, pretty rare.
Yeah,
Far
I
and few
made
in
it
between.
an effort to watch at least 3 or 4 a day, just so I can get it over with.
I
I-
got through it essentially in a day.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I basically did in 3 days. I just watched like 4 one day, and then I got to like episode 10, and then I watched the last 3.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
I mean, the most I've ever plowed through, like with a show, is like I've seen like
26
a 50,
episodes.
I've seen like a
50
50 episode
episodes.
show in like 2 days before.
That
Fucking
happened to me
Christ.
in like the course of a night. It was basically like from like 6 in until
He was
like
dual
I don't know,
screening, watching
maybe
two
like
animes
12.
at the same time.
What anime?
That happened to be
it was
Friday night.
Clannad.
Oh, for me, it wasn't even an
Oh,
anime.
okay.
It was Kamen Rider. Like I was just sitting there watching episode after episode after episode, and I was like, I have to see more.
Please, I don't want to sleep. I want to keep watching.
Well, no, for me at the time, I didn't have a job, so I had nothing to do, and I was like, well, my life is depressing at the moment. Let's watch more fucking guys in suits beating each other.
Yeah, life. It's better in the screen than it is in real.
Indeed.
I kind of regret telling you guys not to watch the OVA, because I know like stuff's been happening with me, and I kept thinking things, but I never like relayed them to you. I always just thought I said something, and then I would go back and read the messages, and I'd be like, oh fuck, I haven't said anything yet.
Honestly, I wasn't aware they existed. Like, if I would have assumed they've been on that, my download, But if I had known, I honestly would have looked it up and watched them.
I kind of wanted you guys to watch it because what I feel like is that they made season 1, and then they made the first set of the 8 OVAs, and then they made season 2, and then I think they're making another set of 8. I'm not 100%
Did you
sure
say
on what
8
Yeah.
OVAs?
Yeah, 8 OVAs.
What the
Yeah,
shit?
and they're all
Yeah.
like the same size. They're
I
the
didn't
same.
know that.
The same
Yeah.
It's like that's like almost an entire show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
It is.
That's pretty cool.
and
Yeah, which
I
wouldn't be too bad, I think.
I tried
No,
watching
I wouldn't
the
watch
first one, but I was like,
I'm all dick joked out.
Yeah,
I mean, had this
can't
show
take
had
it
a little
anymore, said
bit,
the vagina.
had this show had a little bit more plot, I
And
could
romance.
have definitely seen that as a positive thing.
Mondo likes animes with tits. Come from.
I mean, like, I was kind of enjoying the subtle romance and such. But
but it was
I think
too
it would.
subtle.
Well, not only that,
It wasn't even that.
I
They'd
think I think they could have used more than just hints here and there. But at the same time, I don't want it to turn into a full blown fucking
Harem.
harem rom com. Like I
Yeah.
hate rom coms so fucking much.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Hey. Stepping on Mark's tips here.
Like, I'm just saying, I don't like them.
Well, there's someone to keep
They've
me
been
safe.
I
fighting
hate-
words for
I
Mark.
hate when rom-coms don't go anywhere. That's
That's my
I
thing.
love
I've
when
seen
And that's
too
the
many that
majority
don't
of
do
it.
anything, which is makes me not want to see
No,
them.
I actually, yeah, I agree. Actually,
Because I'm like, why can't they just end it with the guy fucking deciding on something instead of him going?
which is why I want everyone to watch Clannad sometime. Because
Oh,
it actually
one of
goes somewhere.
It ended.
I shouldn't have
Oh, yeah.
stopped it midway through that. Then
You should not have.
I thought you loved rom coms.
We're gonna need to bring Grandpa in for Clan
Yeah,
Dance so
I
that
mean-
because he's
gonna
like
be
he has like a
special guest.
doctor's degree in Clanad thesis.
Dr. Grandpa PH Clannad.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't think he even wanted to watch it. I think this was like still back when he was like, "Yeah, anime," and I was like, "Don't worry, Grandpa, you'll like it. You'll like it." And then he was like,
Oh man.
I feel like we referenced Grandpa enough times to where I'm just gonna bring it up that Grandpa is not an actual grandpa. He is a guy around how old is he? How old are you?
24?
23, 24?
24.
He's just a guy around 24 who has a nickname Grandpa.
He has a raspy voice that
He has a
sounds
raspy
kind of
voice.
like. He's also
Like-
an up and coming rapper, and
Which-
his
which,
latest
mind
album
you-
was Hot Fire.
Hot
which,
fire.
mind you, his voice has absolutely nothing to do with why they call him Grandpa.
It has nothing to do with it.
I
It's
think
just
it has a
coincidence that
part.
fits.
No. Do you really
No.
want to know why?
No, I won't even. I mean, I think
Nobody
I was told the
knows
story,
why.
I know why. It was there.
Let's
Alright,
just
tell
keep
us
it a
why. Tell us
mystery.
a
It'll be
story.
part of his charm. Okay,
Well,
let's hear it.
There
Yeah.
really is
Wait, well,
much-
let's ruin
much of
the
a
mystery.
story. It was just
No,
like
I
this
don't want.
one-
I don't want you to ruin it
Oh,
if it's
fine.
not
Don't
amazing.
ruin it.
Okay, it's not
It's a
amazing.
mystery.
You can
Fuck
tell
that
me
person.
later, Mondo.
I will, maybe.
Because all I know is that it all started in 6th grade.
And Grandpa was wearing his suspenders
Anyways,
to school.
about this show.
Go on, Mondo. About
Yes,
this show.
you were saying.
What's everyone gonna rate it here? Like, what would you say?
Are we doing out of 5 or out of 10?
One out of 5
Let's
mangoes.
do
like
1 out of 5 dick jokes.
Mm.
1 out of 5 vibrators.
No, how about 1 out of 5 tampons?
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll give it
tampon
about
and a
a
half.
3.
3 tampons.
I'll give it 3.
Yeah, I'd give it maybe 3 bloody tampons.
Because
That's a little
the
bit
jokes
worse,
hit.
right?
I guess it depends on who you're asking, really.
Yeah, I'll give it a
that's-
2. The only thing that kept me going was that the
The
girl with the
S&M
crackly
bear.
voice.
The S&M there. Oh, that voice. Oh, God, I love
Oh,
that voice.
actually, I think I found the clip of the voice actor.
Please play us a raspy voice.
I hope she actually talks and it doesn't just skip.
I hope.
じゃなきゃ入り口のあのトラップで絶対転んだはずなんだから。
It's most of the music, apparently.
Well,
そんなバナナ
that played a lot worse than I expected it to.
Yeah.
Sounds like one of those YouTube videos where people
It is a
like
YouTube video.
record their TV.
She's not really
Yeah.
talking very well.
That needs to.
Well, I mean, you heard the gist of it from that.
Yeah.
I rate it a 6.7 out of 10 tampons.
So, so out of 5 tampons, I guess that would be like
That's
3.
about a 3.3.
About a 3.3 tampons.
3.3.
Was up,
Alright.
The string got stuck.
Yeah.
Like they pulled out the string and then they had to pull it out with their hands, and a piece got stuck inside.
Oh, that reminds me of a story
That
that
reminds me.
that my roommate's friends were telling me about in college.
What happened?
About a bloody tampon. Okay, so my roommate's friend, they were coming over at our room, and she was telling me about a story about her roommate and how she was, you know, basically getting
Menstruating?
sick. No, yeah, but that's not the point. She
That has nothing to do with the tampon.
yeah, she has nothing to do with the tampon. She was getting sick throughout like the week, and then eventually like she went to the bathroom and she came out and she had a face like just being just the look of horror, and
The look of a whore.
the look of horror.
Horse.
And my roommate's friend, she's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Oh well, when I was taking out my tampon, I found another tampon."
Oh my god!
And yeah, basically she was killing herself with an infection.
Wow.
Oh,
Ah,
that's
God.
terrible. That's
It's got
disgusting.
lost in the abyss.
Uh,
Damn Femilam.
I love Mark's additions to our conversations. He brightens our
I'm on
our
fleek.
otherwise
Not gonna
dark.
lie.
Mark is on fleek. He's not gonna lie.
What does on fleek mean?
Don't worry.
I'm
about
not.
it.
I'm not keen to a lot of this new lingo.
All these
It'll
young
die
kids.
out in like another few years.
Did you know that cake is is another word for ass? Apparently, evidently it is.
These
And I
new
can't
kids.
help but
But I don't
wonder
like cake.
whether I'm out of touch or if it's the kids who are wrong.
I
Well, you
licked the
sound
icing off that cake.
We've been out of touch as soon as we stopped going to high school.
Yeah, basically.
That's true.
Even then, we were still pretty out of touch. At
I
the
was.
time.
I mean, yeah, I didn't
I
do
mean-
anything.
I wasn't. I still hear things from second sources like my brother and my sister. That doesn't mean that I agree with them or I pay attention. I just know.
But you still heard them.
I'm just under the impression that dabbing should have died a few months ago.
Why
because it's been
Why
going
is
on
that
for
so
like a year.
popular now? Why is that suddenly like gained a resurgence where my coworkers do that all the time, and I just want to slap the shit out of them?
This was happening like a year ago.
Exactly, and it's happening again.
It's happening. Like, why? Why doesn't it just fucking die? Like the Harambe memes, they fucking sucked.
Oh
Just
my
like dabbing.
god!
I just
People
I
at
just
work
wish it
share
died
Harambe
sooner.
memes.
The worst
Rest in
part is
peace.
I want these things to die, and yet for some reason I can't not find ghetto SpongeBob memes funny. Like I'm just like
No,
I
you see,
know.
Ghetto SpongeBob memes are the best.
because
Yes,
the
they
show
are.
was the best. That's why.
I feel like in order for all of them to die, those will have to die as well. But I love
No,
them.
I love Ghetto. That's the one thing I don't want to die. I don't
Yeah.
want Ghetto SpongeBob memes to die.
That's the
Speaking
one. That's the one good thing that came out of that generation. I think the ghetto SpongeBob me.
Speaking of wanting to die, So the Del Rio Comic Con was this weekend, and and I wanted to die because of half the young fucking nerdy ass kids there. Being an old fart that I am. But,
I guarantee you it could not have been any worse than the San Angelo Comic Con.
Yeah.
I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
I don't think so. They were, they were just being, your generic shitters. But the one thing that it didn't bother me, but I was like, how is this still a thing? Was that this like probably 13 or 14-year-old kid was watching a Gears of War tournament that was going on, and you know how they roll on the ground and do all that movement shit.
Yeah.
Well, when a guy kept just like rolling like 3 times consecutively, and one of the fucking kids was just like, "Do a barrel roll."
Oh.
Just bringing up those ancient memes.
And I was like, "What? What? This isn't right. This shouldn't be happening. This died a long time ago. What time am I living in?"
It's that time where those things are, now retro and all the hip young
The
kids
retro
love
memes.
retro things,
A
dude.
retro
The
memes.
hip young kids love retro things, dude.
Oh, that dancing baby's coming back.
Oh dear lord. Oh no. Oh, no.
Can't wait for the dancing baby in
Does that mean
HD.
I can start spamming skeleton gifs from the 90s?
Oh,
course.
well, I think everybody's been doing that every time Halloween comes up.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I can condone those, though. I like spookies.
Yeah.
I like spooky dancing skeletons and pumpkin head mans.
Pumpkin.
Because at least he
head,
just comes
yes.
once a year.
Only
The
one.
dancing pumpkin head one.
Just lightens your day.
So I would give the anime a 3.5 bloody tampons. Just because, I mean, as much as I got tired of the humor, I feel like I'm just a sucker for if you get enough decent jokes in me, I'm just like, you know what, I like this. I don't care how tired of it I am, unless they really suck, in which case I get tired of it really quick. But they were like decent enough to where I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Right, Amanda, you know what to do. Get it ready.
Get what ready?
Oh,
Nudie,
The roulette.
you
find
can't
out
see
which
my
one.
you can't see my underwear.
By the way, I'll give it 3 stars too.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, you did
Danny's
no, we're not using stars, Danny.
I'm sorry, 3 bloody tampon stars.
Oh, why do they have to be fucking bloody?
Starfish.
Fucking misogynist piece of shit.
I got
give
nervous. I didn't get to give it a rating. Okay, leave me alone.
I
I was
forgot,
like, they're
I thought-
seriously skipping me?
I thought I was
They
the only one that
skipped me.
didn't come.
No, you went on your
So what's the number range here?
1 through. Oh shit! I missed the number. 1 through. Why do I keep skipping it?
Fuck.
I hope
1
it's
through
a
20.
rom-com.
1 through 28. This is on the popular side.
I wish I was popular.
You're on the list, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like
I've
that,
never
don't you?
been told that in my life.
So before you spin, you just spin. I'll do it afterwards.
Who wants to do the honors?
Gather round,
Spin
children.
the
Come
dick.
on, come on. There you go.
Look at it go!
Round and round and round.
Un, dos, tres, cuatro.
Stop it.
Number 20.
Number 20, Helsing Ultimate.
Oh, shit.
okay.
I've seen that. I've
Speaking of
actually
that-
seen that.
It just finished 2012.
Hey,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
have you seen Drifters?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Dude. Oh, so
It's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
I recently caught up on the manga, and yeah, Drifters, the anime is pretty good. I love the opening song.
It's basically the same guy that made Helsing.
Yeah, it is. It's the same mangaka.
Yeah, it's so great. Okay,
Same
anyways.
Mangaka. More
going.
like
Mangaka.
mangaka.
It's fucking turn you. Whoops, didgeridoo.
You can't do that. Nobody gets it yet.
Okay,
Damn it.
Oh god. Fuck
Uh,
that.
I feel like I should just leave that in. We'll see how I feel about it.
So we delete the entire show and start over.
Start over, children.
We've offended
Alright.
everyone. Alright.
Let's get back to it.
So Helsing Ultimate.
Helsing Ultimate.
Helsing Ultimate. That's the
Let
fucking
me type
anime
in.
that we're gonna be doing. It.
That
Nothing
is-
happened between this obvious time skip and now.
Yes.
All right, Mark typed it in.
So I don't
So
forget.
this is gonna be coming up, so he doesn't forget. This is gonna be coming up on November 20th.
November 20th.
How many
Isn't that
episodes
like
is this?
Thanksgiving?
10 episodes? No, Thanksgiving isn't until
the
the
25th.
24th. Yeah.
Isn't that your birthday?
No, mine's the 23rd. You inconsiderate piece of shit.
No.
I was way
Ooh,
off.
that's gotta hurt.
Yeah. My birthday. You don't remember my birthday. So in between that time, I'm thinking of doing a new podcast, essentially. A filler
What?
podcast.
Yay.
Yeah, everybody loves filler.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is. I mean, if it actually has its own plot and everything, you know, and never mind.
I mean, this will have a plot. It'll even have a concept. It just might not go through as well as I'd hope.
Side
We'll see.
story, side story, side story.
Yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the middle of next week's the next Magical Bro Transformation podcast. I'm
What?
just gonna blatantly cut in the middle of the podcast and insert the other podcast in there. Literally, just make it a filler, and then I'll make everybody wait another 2 weeks to hear the last 20 minutes.
Last portion of
Why
the
don't you
other
insert that into the time skip of when I said
You
We'll
did
do
it
that
again.
Nah,
Diddly-do.
don't worry about it. Nah, it's didgeridoo.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that podcast is gonna be about. It might vary. This
Children whose voices something.
Huh?
Are you still going?
the children who scream at goats.
The children who chase lost voices.
Yeah, that.
Children of the Corn.
Los Lonely Boys. I love them.
Anyway, I love those lonely boys. Anyway, the filler podcast will always be about something different. This week, I kind of want to make it about anime movie that they showed on Adult Swim that I really wanted to watch yesterday, but I ended up falling asleep because I'm a piece of shit.
No.
Which one was
But
it?
I'll,
The
Children Who
whose-
Chase Lost Voices.
Yeah, that.
Our alt title is apparently Journey to
Agartha.
Agartha.
I started watching.
Hoshi
it.
wo Kodomo.
It has a really cool animation.
It's beautiful.
Stop!
We'll talk about that.
Stop
Yeah.
ruining it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
We'll
it.
talk
And
about
that's
it in
the
like a
end of
week's
the
time.
side podcast.
And that's it. And it's
All
started.
right, that's it.
Start the filler. We'll be doing that. We'll be releasing it on the 14th or whatever next Monday is or whatever. So yeah, that podcast is essentially going to consist of this movie, Children Who Chase Lost Voices, and I also want to do. I don't know if I told you, Mark, but I also or Mondo. I didn't tell somebody. I also want to do Under the Dog.
Yes.
Yes, a Kickstarter funded anime, and I want people to watch it and so we can talk about it. 'cause
I want more.
I enjoy it.
I fucking enjoyed it.
Calm the
Stop
fuck down.
ruining it,
Oh
Juan.
God,
Oh
I've
my
never,
God.
I've
Juan,
never
calm
heard
your
Juan
orgasm.
so
God.
fucking passionate about something, man. It's crazy.
I hear noises
I
coming
like it
from
also.
Juan's room that make me scared.
Oh my God.
Juan, stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's saying sorry, but he's still slamming his dick on the table.
So it's going to consist of those two, that movie and that essentially a OVA. If Mike or Danny want to be a part of it, you guys can tell me. It doesn't matter. We'll
Hey, I'm
see what
telling you right
happens
now,
with
I want to be a part of that.
that. All right. We'll see what
Maybe.
happens. It'll be like I said, it'll be a filler thing. I don't want to make it a constant thing, but we'll see how it goes. Because I also have ideas of doing not anime stuff also. Kind of watching some general animation, and who knows, maybe some live action stuff. Just something out of the norm. Because I really want people to watch some of this stuff, and I never have anybody to talk about it. Like Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil. Nobody, I can't talk to anybody about that.
I like that one too.
Until Juan watched it, and then you guys watched it, and I was
I've
like, hey,
seen it
now you
before.
guys can get the stupid references.
I liked it until Mondo wanted to watch something else.
Drake
then
and
I stopped watching
Josh.
it. Yeah.
Classic.
But come on, who doesn't like Drake and Josh?
No, fuck that. We could watch that all the time.
What? We never do. When have we ever watched Drake and Josh?
Oh no.
You've never even watched it in English. Fuck you, Juan.
I watched it in Spanish.
Oh.
All right.
Diego y Jose.
All right. All right. That'll be the end of this podcast.
This is Danny
Uh,
signing off.
Oh yeah.
What?
Also
What, we're
joining
doing
us
that
today
now?
is Mark. Mark, say hi, Mark. All right.
Mark's
That'll
in
be.
trouble.
The fuck am I
All right.
listening to the last podcast with this shit?
All right. That'll be it for us.
Hello and welcome.
You sack of shit. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Talk to you
Have a
later.
beautiful time.